right, thank you so much, Ansley. Israel has recovered the bodies of 6 hostages in Gaza, including Israeli-American Hersh Goldberg-Polin. The Israeli military says they were killed just before the arrival of an Israeli rescue mission. Bradley Blackburn reports.
The Israeli military says the bodies of 6 hostages, Ori Danino, Alex Lobanov, Almug Sarusi, Carmel Gat, Edin Yerushalmi, and Hersh Goldberg-Polin were recovered from an underground tunnel in Rafah by Israeli troops who were searching for them on a rescue mission. Israeli military spokesman Daniel Hagari said, according to the initial estimation, they were brutally murdered by Hamas terrorists shortly before we reached them. The military says the bodies were found about a kilometer away from a tunnel where another hostage was rescued alive last week. 23-year-old Goldberg-Polin was Israeli-American, captured at a music festival on October 7th. His parents spoke to the Democratic National Convention last month, still holding out hope for his rescue.
Needing our only son and all of the cherished hostages home is not a political issue.
It is time this war ended. We should end this war.
President Biden spoke to reporters Saturday before the victims were identified. In a statement overnight, he said, "I am devastated and outraged." The discovery comes as delicate ceasefire negotiations continue in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Overnight, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in a statement, whoever murders hostages doesn't want a deal. On Saturday, before the news of the deaths, there were protests against Netanyahu in Tel Aviv, calling for him to be replaced and for remaining hostages to return home.
Now, there are believed to be at least 100 hostages still being held in Hamas in Gaza, and protesters rallied against the government of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Saturday. They called on him to seal the deal and return the hostages held in Gaza. Now, thousands gathered in Tel Aviv accusing the government of not doing enough to bring back the hostages. One protester said the government was seeking a dictatorship over its policies that failed to represent modern-day Israel. Among the main sticking points during the ceasefire negotiations has been Israel's insistence on maintaining control over the so-called Philadelphia on the border with Egypt, now which Israel says has been used as one of the main routes for smuggling weapons into Gaza.
We came here together to fight against the government with any choice they want to Israel to become dictatura, yes, more go after the religious and the rules.
Protesters called on Netanyahu to abandon the requirements in order to secure a ceasefire deal.